it? I know it's the cover car for what is it called?
It
Assetto
was.
Corsa.
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't the cover car for Horizon 3. It was in the launch trailer. Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, it's the cover car for Assetto Corsa.
Yeah,
Which somehow, having played 30 hours, I think I might have let this game on one night because there's no way in hell I played 30 hours of it. Uh,
I've been wanting to fucking get this car, but I've never managed to get it on any of the Horizons before. But I finally did with this one.
yeah. By the way, I have a bad habit of like, because I work 12 hours, right? And sometimes it'll be like one of those things where I got to get up and then I look at the time and realize I need to go to sleep. Fuck. And
Yeah, come on.
yeah, I just leave my PC on with the game running, and so
Yeah,
then I'll
I've
have.
noticed because I literally see you on my friends list when that
No,
happens.
no, no. Does that annoy you?
No, not really.
Fucking someone got their panties in a twist about it a while ago. I can't remember who it was. So it's fine. Don't worry about it. Dying
I'll
Light
have
2 review. You finished the game?
no.
Oh, we're good. Without spoiling anything, give me your thoughts. Lay them out.
Uh, Overall pretty good. I'm not super far into the second area. Like, I mean, actually, I might be. I don't know. That's the thing. I don't really know where I am in the story. That's the problem of having finished it yet. You can only kind of guess.
Yeah.
I'm assuming like what I did recently was the end of the second act. Have you done the tower yet in the second area?
I think that's what I'm about to do.
Yeah, okay. So you're not super far behind me. You're about like two missions behind me if you're about to do the
I'm
mission.
going to talk to Jack Matt right now.
Yeah. But here's my opinion on Dying Light, guys. Service guarantees citizenship. Fuck the survivors.
Aiden,
Chad,
Am I
understand
right,
here.
homie?
Come here.
you're not wrong.
You know what this is? These brass knuckles belonged first to Commander Lucas. Then they passed
Yeah,
on
I
to
know
Major
people like.
Tom.
I know you like to
And they
clown on
never let
Saragon,
go.
but honestly,
They
that's like one
can't
of his
ever
most
again.
base fucking
We
opinions.
have
How
to
he like
save the city,
how he
Aiden.
thinks that's
From
basically
the
how we should
Blade,
fucking design our government.
from the Butcher and his
Yes,
men.
I agree.
Whatever they're planning.
Because if people don't,
Okay. Whatever the
Also, I'm
radio,
not the one
you
who
should
clowns
just
on
have information
Sargon.
for me.
Yes, but
I
before
thought
we
you
get down
fucking
to it,
I thought you meme
tell
on him.
me,
I might have made a
what
joke
do
or
you
two
need
about
this
him, but I think
database
it's
for?
Tom's the one who really doesn't
What
like
does it
Sargon.
contain?
But
Hmm.
yeah. Um,
I'm looking for my sister.
but no, I've read Starship Troopers. It makes
A long
sense.
time ago, Walt Fritter.
Yeah.
He took her from me.
Um,
And actually, the
And I
book
wanted
is
to
even
tell
more
her where
based
she
on the
is.
film
yeah,
because
the book
I
is
hope she's still alive
the problem with
somewhere.
the film is the director was a
That's why I was
retard
looking for the
yeah, he was a
and
geolocator.
communist.
tried to paint them as fucking
Exactly.
as future Nazis.
So
Yes.
we have a common enemy.
Even though,
Maybe.
ironically enough, the actual writer
Wolves.
seemed to fucking
That's the
understand
Butcher's
the
right-hand man.
understand the book and
The
didn't fucking
Party's
paint them
men
that bad.
follow
So
the
really, it's just the
orders.
costume department.
We can get them both.
The
I
fucking
brought you here because I
the
know
fucking
that
really
the
painted them as
graveyard of
fascists in that
scientists are
movie.
hiding out in the city. We
Sorry,
picked
say
up
it
the
again.
Because
You cut
trail of
out.
one of them right before we had a
from
big
what I
attack.
understand,
That's
the
promising.
writing
When I
department didn't
find the
get the fucking memo
scientists,
from the
we'll
director,
see
and
what
they
we
still
know.
kind of
The
made them
therapy
seem
we
like
use,
definitely the good
we'll
guys.
find another
I mean,
and another
yeah.
until we get the answer we're looking for.
It's funny too because it has nothing to
Homework
do
returning.
with
What do you think I want? Maybe
the
the same
book
thing
when
both
you
of
read
us
it,
want.
but I still enjoy the
There's
Yeah,
movie.
electricity
that's the
again.
case with a lot of
Already
adaptations,
being delivered.
unfortunately.
Yeah, the movie's still
For
good
the
though.
first time since the
Yeah,
war ended,
I mean, it's directed by the
there's
I
guy who
haven't,
electric
directed
I
in
RoboCop.
the
haven't,
city center.
I don't know if
But
I
the
might have seen a
invincibilities
bit
are
of it on
building up.
TV before. I don't think I've seen it in full though.
Back to the electricity.
I
So
didn't.
my only
Behind the
real like
biggest
knowledge on it
monster in the
is like
center.
Sargon's huge
The
breakdown thing he did
BNC Tower
of it.
Spire.
On
You want to defeat the butcher
EFAP
using
or
The
in
radio?
here?
fault. No,
In here, the
he
signal
did a
might be
highly
reaching a
edited
larger
like
number of people.
philosophy review of it. It's called The Politics of
Communication will be
Starship Troopers.
improved.
Ooh, I'm
Luckily,
gonna
it's
have to go watch
bulletproof for
that because
defenders
He
I
did
too.
saw
both. He did
him.
both
And
that.
then it will be easier
He
to
did both
find and
that for
supply
the
the
movie and the
GI
book. I think
doctors
he
you
included
need.
stuff from both. Probably more
Okay.
the book, but
I'm in.
yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Unfortunately, now when he does
But
stuff
you're
like that,
attached for a reason.
they're like
I want
only
to
if you're a
make sure
premium
the
member for his
city
fucking
is safe,
podcast. So
no matter
there's no way to like. I mean, I'm assuming people have pirated them, but I'm not gonna do that.
I mean, honestly, I understand why that's annoying to you, but also I understand where he's coming
No,
from.
I just said I'm not gonna pirate it, obviously, because I actually fucking respect him.
Yeah, and it's like, he's trying to feed his family because man cannot.
Jack.
Yeah, he literally probably if he quit like doing what he does, and just went back to normal work, he'd probably get fucking blacklisted from everything.
And he's already probably blacklisted for everything.
Yeah.
So it's
But anyways, to avoid getting back in the Doomer shit, have you seen his is it Demolition Man? I think is the one. He's done one on that.
No, but I've seen Demolition Man. I assume he's talking
He's
about
done
how
a,
it's how fucking.
he's done a politics on Demolition Man as well.
That doesn't surprise me. That movie is fucking. That movie is literally
Not lovely to
prophetic.
see you.
Yes, he wanted me to give you this.
I mean, yeah,
a little reward.
more so than 1984 at this point, ironically enough.
Hey, I just got the UV flashlight.
Though I mean, we are kind of getting
Said
there.
something about a plan?
Yeah. Calm down. Let's get away from this.
Yeah, I know.
To broadcast our call for mobilization.
But
First,
for Dying Light, I feel it's mostly improvement over the original one. The only thing I have to complain about is the parkour is a little too floaty. Like, it doesn't feel as precise as it could. And I know people have said this before, but this is my opinion as someone who's played the fuck out of Dying Light 1.
Hold on.
Where did those survivors at the entrance went from you?
talking about our little argument. They
No.
want everyone. No one knows why the until.
Okay.
Tell me more about this.
It's the tallest building in Villador. Now.
And I would go into it right now and play the story, but unfortunately Dying Light 2 is a game that has dialogue choices, meaning you actually kind of have to pay attention.
This time. We're gonna light it.
I mean, I'm playing it right now.
Okay.
They would.
Yeah, but I know you don't care.
So look at it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just reading the subtitles and skipping the dialogue readings. And I'm probably gonna do a second playthrough anyways, so, no biggie.
I don't think there's any actual, like, story change choices in that mission anyways.
Yeah. No, equip it with one, and then hold, okay. Yeah.
Which, did you side with the blonde Littlefinger, or did you side with the PKs totally?
Oh, I sided with the PKs totally.
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that guy for sure. Jeez.
You know who I'm talking about, right?
You can just
He's
drop
like-
spoilers.
He's like the blonde dude who fucking was, like, trying to relive the Renaissance and shit. I can't remember his fucking name. Juan, I think? I can't remember what his fucking name was.
I don't even remember either. I took a couple weeks off.
The game hasn't been out that long, but okay.
I took a couple days off, like a week off, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, actually, no, the game has been out for just about a couple weeks now.
Yeah.
So,
I was really blown away and impressed by that intro, by the way.
yeah. Definitely blows the original out of the fucking water, but I mean, they actually have a budget now, thanks to the first game. Like, Dead Island sold a bit, but Dying Light sold a fuckload in comparison.
It's urgent.
Dead Island was
And
bad.
des-
I'm gonna say
deserving.
Dead Island was bad.
Jacques?
Dead Island was what they could produce with the fucking double A budget they had. They basically used the money they had from Dying Light from Dead Island and then made Dying Light with it.
Unfortunately, I can't help. Monsieur Reyna's whereabouts are no one's business.
So while Dead Island was bad, I'm thankful that it exists because we probably wouldn't have Dying Light as a result.
Riptide. Oh, what's Juan do for fun? I just got introduced.
Here's the
to
thing.
Juan
Here's
today.
here's the thing, by the way. Here's the thing, by the way. Dying Light is Dead Island 2. Literally, it was what they were making as Dead Island 2. Deep Silver came to them and said, "No, this is too different. Fucking stop." And they said no, so they ditched them. So the reason we have Dying Light as a new IP is literally because Deep Silver told them, "No, we don't think this idea will work." Joke's on them,
That might be because they're not
Yeah.
PKs.
because fucking Dead Island is still a dead series after fucking 10 years.
See.
Well, yeah.
Anyway,
Whatever
I can't
happened to
track
the
down
whole
the
Dead Island
boss.
2 thing? I literally just.
There's a rumor that it's going to come back out of development hell next year, but I don't believe it.
Around the fisheye.
Canteen.
I mean, it's went through 2 fucking studios already,
Table there. Bribe the cook to bring him off-menu goods.
and and PlayStation owns Sumo Digital now, so it's not like they can keep
Good luck
making it.
finding him. And good luck if you do find him.
I don't know.
Yeah, fun fact by the way, the studio that made fucking Crackdown 3 is now on PlayStation.
What?
Yeah,
How'd that happen?
Sumo Digital. They were an independent developer. They also made that new Sackboy platformer game on PlayStation.
Oh, so nothing of value is lost, basically. Or
Actually,
gains
I
or
heard it's a pretty good. Actually, I heard it's a pretty good 3D platformer.
Well,
But yeah,
you know, at least they can make something good. Fucking Crackdown 3 wasn't.
I feel like had they gotten a couple more years, it might have been. The problem is because Crackdown 3 had a very similar development to what Dead Island 2 went through.
Oh,
Basically,
I'm aware.
they had an original studio. For the people who aren't aware listening, they had an original studio that was working on it, but they dipped after like 2 years, and then it was thrown at Sumo Digital. But unlike with Dead Island, which has been in development hell for fucking for the past fucking almost 10 years, Crackdown 3 was only in development hell for 4 years. So they only had like a year and a half or 2 years to fucking pop out Crackdown 3 after it got thrown at them. It's basically a repeat of New Vegas, except unlike with New Vegas, they tried to hit a much bigger scope, and it fucked them.
Speaking of disappointments, fucking the Outer Wilds, man, or the Outer Worlds.
Yeah. I like some aspects of it, but meh.
It was like a really interesting concept. It just needed like a lot more content.
I'm gonna be real, I'm sick of the retro future aesthetic.
Yeah, I thought I liked it. I liked it for what it was.
Tired of it. I need an actual fucking contemporary sci-fi again.
I know
Never
how
had
you
that.
are. You and your fucking Tron bikes, bro. I know.
No, but like Mass Effect is like the only big contemporary sci-fi RPG that I could think of that's like high quality, and I'm talking the trilogy, fucking Andromeda. But that's why I'm actually kind of excited for Starfield, because that's what the aesthetic they're aiming for.
Right. Well, what I was getting at though is before you change gears on me, I want to talk about the Outer Wilds for a minute because I have not played that. I feel like I need to go back and replay it, but I desperately have not talked about that game. I desperately want to, because I've never felt so hyped for something, and yet like it's good enough to where I'm not furious.
I'm kind of glad I didn't jump on the hype train, so I was pretty much, what's the word I'm looking for, apathetic. Like, I didn't feel bad or good about it. It was just like, oh, this is the thing.
Well, the thing that was frustrating was the characters were written well, it's just like the world was super linear.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I'm really hoping now that they got the Big Daddy Microsoft budget, the 2 is going to be good. Plus, it's an next-gen exclusive.
yeah, I'm here's hoping. Like, that game had a lot of personality, and that's kind of what drives my interest in things. Also, oh my god, this fucking running music in, this
Oh yeah,
open
man, the
world-
fucking... the soundtrack in Dying Light 1 was already good, but man, something about 2.
Well, that, like, weird synth wavy, like, like, when you're just running around the city. Oh,
Yeah.
it's just, oh, it's so calming. Reminds me of, like, I'm watching, like, a, what is it, Summoning Salt video?
Well, that's just music from home, but yeah.
From what?
The artist home, I mean.
Well, yeah, I know, but,
Uses lots of music from that artist.
yeah, but this is what it feels like. It feels like home's resonance.
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know, that's not exactly the kind of vibe I get from Dying Light 2's music, but yeah.
it's just this one track. Also, whenever he grunts, I can't help but hear Legoshi now.
You're welcome, by the way.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like Tom legit just thinking it's fucking Roger Craig Smith again. I can sort of like it's more that he just like the way he does the voice, it just sounds like generic young game character.
Yeah, but I think that's probably what he's going for, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, I just think he's gonna be the next generation Troy Baker. Just hopefully he's good.
I mean, he is good. Have you heard Legoshi's English voice performances?
No, because I don't usually fuck with English dubs because most of the time they're shit.
Oh,
but,
yeah, no,
yeah.
he's great. He's great. He has a YouTube channel too.
A single good voice in an English dub can't save it if the rest are shit.
No, the rest are fine. But he's easily my favorite part of that dub because I watched that show like 5 different times.
It's kind of my problem with
just-
Academia lately. Like the first 2 seasons, most of the actors were really good, but I find like the quality's been dropping off. With the,
what?
not with any of the existing main cast, but new characters they introduced in Academia
Oh, Academia, yeah. No.
and the newer seasons. I feel like either characters are miscast, like fucking what's his name? What's his name? Redestro in season 5. Like I find the voice it's way too fucking deep. It's not what I fucking pictured for that character. Or like Overhaul, he's way too like weird and nasally sounding compared to like how I always pictured him in the manga. In the English version, compared to like how they did him in the original Japanese version.
Yeah. But no. Back to the Outer Worlds real quick, because I'm still upset. I'm still upset, like, because it was like, oh man, it was one of those things where I could see potential there, and it was just, I don't know, just like, oh.
I got a good feeling 2 will be better, just again because the budget, and they're making it on Unreal 5, so.
Yeah, it was just one of those things where it's like, this needed more time in the oven.
Yeah, big potential, I feel like, for the sequel.
Yeah.
But it's probably going to be a while, because the rumor going is Avowed is the next thing coming out from them, which is their Elder Scrolls-like.
Ooh, that may be good.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hopefully they do stuff for. Oh damn it! I need to invest in the bigger
There was
drops. I die way too much in this game from just
They
falling.
did a CG trailer for it a couple E3s ago.
Avowed.
I think it was in 20. Yeah, back in 20. They did the,
I'd be cool with that as long as it's good.
Yeah, Tom was assuming it's in the Pillars of Eternity universe, but I don't think it is.
It might be. Who knows? I have a Pillars of Eternity game. I think.
Yeah.
Oh no, I have Pathfinder's Kingmaker. That's what it is.
Yeah.
My buddy recommended it, and I bought it, and then just never played
Pillars
it.
of Eternity.
Yeah, I've heard. I don't know. Where's it going? Oh, right.
It's a top-down CRPG.
Yeah, I know. I like CRPGs. It's just every time I play them, I end up getting frustrated and like, I just stop. And it's like,
Turn
man,
the difficulty down if it gets too bullshit.
what?
And that's my experience with them. If the difficulty gets too bullshit, just turn it down a bit.
Oh, yeah. It's not the difficulty. It's like, mainly it's what is the name? Lion, the one something starts with an L. They made
Larian. Larian Productions. They made Divinity.
yeah, and they made the new Baldur's Gate.
They're doing. Well, yeah, it's like the prologue's out. The full game isn't though.
I'll be
The
honest.
full game, from what I hear, is gonna drop next year.
Oh wow. Because I bought the early access version. It's been in my library. I was super excited for it, and then just crippling disappointment.
Well, I mean, yeah, it is just the prologue of the game.
Well, it's not that. It's just the same bullshit that Divinity was, in my opinion. Like, because Divinity, you get off that island and they basically just tell you to fuck off. And it was one of those things where I'm like, I don't want to watch a guide for this, but I am bored. I was bored as shit because they basically you get off, you escape the prison.
Well, not like Post Eternity then.
It was you get out of the prison, and that was cool. I really liked that. Had a lot of fun, and then they just don't have any direction, and then I just kind of got lost and bored.
If you don't like that, you're not gonna like Pillars of Eternity.
Yeah, it's like listen, I get it, but like don't just drop me in the woods like this with no clear roads, path, or like any idea, and then just like yeah, best of luck to you.
You just talk to townspeople about the topics.
There was no towns. I was in the woods alone.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, which one did you play?
Original Sin 2.
I remember there being a town when you get out of that island.
Oh no, I didn't even get off the island. I got dropped in the middle of the woods, and then just didn't have the patience to continue. I was just frustrated because I just kept dying.
Wait. After the shipwreck?
No, not after the shipwreck. After you escape the prison. Literally,
But the prison is the island.
It's super early in the game. I don't know. I got
Yeah, the prison is the island. When you get to the mainland, there's a town.
Oh, well, I didn't even get to the fucking mainland, dude.
Like
I
the
just,
main game area.
yeah, I just got aggravated as shit and was like, fuck this.
You know what it is? Like, I find the biggest problem I've noticed you have with a lot of games is you just don't have patience.
Yeah, I really don't. It's like,
Kind of
listen,
why, like, which is kind of why you always dip on stealth games every time you try them.
yeah, they're fucking boring as shit to me. It's like, only one that's managed to hold my interest was Metal Gear, the
I
last
just like the
one.
feeling of, I just love the feeling of being a ghost and freaking the fuck out of the AI. That's fun.
I mean, it's fun when it's like my friends, and I'm sneaking around scaring them and shit. Like IRL, like, you know, out in the woods at night.
Okay.
But like, I don't know, video game, no fun, no fun. I'm just waiting. It's a game where you wait.
Not good stealth games.
I don't know. Well, then I guess I've never played good stealth games because the only one that was actually any fun was Metal Gear, and I did not stealth that at all. I was just.
Have you played the later Splinter Cell games?
I think so.
Conviction, Blacklist.
Whatever happened to Splinter Cell?
It's been dead for a decade.
Why?
I'm guessing Blacklist just didn't sell good enough by Ubisoft standards. Unfortunately,
I want Army of Two back. I'll be real with you.
that's EA.
I know.
I mean, hey, if there's any company that could tackle that now, it's the what's his name, dude, the fuck the Oscars guy. Ferris, Joseph Ferris, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
The guy who made A Way Out and It Takes Two. His whole shtick is co-op with his games.
Yeah. I'd like him to get Army of Two.
The only thing I don't like about his game is the whole permanent split screen meme.
Yeah.
Like, even if you're playing online, like you always see the other person's camera.
That's annoying.
I've got orders to find
Yeah, that's like the whole thing with his games.
So did he
Like
make A Way Out?
Yeah, A Way Out and It Takes Two. The game that actually fucking won Game of the Year somehow.
The canteen wants to name their most precious offspring after you, including Vinny here. But you interrupted our meal. State your purpose in one sentence, then please make your seat scarce.
Man, like,
know perfectly well.
that is like one of the most it came out of left field fucking winners I've ever seen.
Peacekeepers had lived
Yeah.
And you think your barking will make an impression on
I can kind of understand it, if I'm being honest. I think a lot of people are hungry for couch co-op stuff.
Wet themselves in terror.
What was the other games that were nominated again? I'm trying to remember. There was Deathloop and some other ones I can't remember.
I bought Deathloop, and then it wouldn't run on my PC for some reason.
He has an ounce of
Rip.
refinement.
Yeah.
Probably because well, I mean, like, your computer's not that
No,
weak,
it
but
wouldn't
it is.
boot. It wouldn't
It's
boot.
not
It was
Jack
that
is
gen
gonna
only.
march in and have you
It
hanged.
wouldn't boot, and it runs like.
How big's your
Cammy.
SSD?
It's fine. It's fucking better than what Cammy has,
Vinny, when will you
and
grow
it
a
wouldn't
spine?
boot. It's nothing to do with my SSD. It's just some weird shit.
Show me you deserve it.
Well, might be some weird driver issues.
Offer
Probably.
me
I don't know. I didn't feel like troubleshooting it. I just refunded it.
Fair enough. I'm kind of torn. Like,
I could help you out as easily as
I
you
might
can.
just wait till September when it drops in Game Pass, but at the same time, I kind of want to have something to play on PlayStation
What's your new
when I get it, like something else.
Smash in the skulls of a few peasants.
Because most of the games I'm gonna have on PlayStation are all like third-person action adventure games, and it'd be nice to have like a shooter to kind of break up the
Everyone has their
the
own
sameness.
desire, their own price.
You know what I mean?
Your pitch
Yeah.
just isn't working for me quite yet.
That's honestly that's my biggest issue with Sony these days is they don't have any good first-person shooter like IPs, which I guess is part of the reason why they fucking bought out Bungie. My going theory is that they're gonna reboot Marathon.
No idea who you're talking to, do you? Who would hash out the contracts with the supplier?
What do you think?
Who would feed the
Sorry,
army,
say again.
provide it with
I was
weapons
watching this
and
cutscene.
clothing?
Uh,
A week
But
with
I was saying, my biggest issue with Sony at the moment with their first-party stuff is they just don't have a shooter franchise going at the moment.
This time.
Killzone's been dead for almost a decade now as well.
You've used up
And I
all
think
the
that's a
time.
big reason they actually bought Bungie.
Didn't pique my interest.
But what
I
is it
think
you
they're
want?
gonna restart the Marathon series.
Like
I
they
hope
used to
so,
say.
but you
That's my
know,
feeling.
That's the price.
I don't want to have to buy a fucking PlayStation 5. You know how much I love Bungie.
Yeah. It all depends on how good it is too. Like how much of the actual creative talent that made Halo is still there,
Oh no, they all left. I'm pretty sure, for the most part.
and how much of the people who invented Destiny are still there.
I mean, I don't know. We'll see how good Witch Queen is in a couple, sometime this month, unless it dropped already. I think it comes out.
It's nearly a month.
What?
It's in a few days. I think it's
Oh.
like it was either the 22nd or the 25th. I can't remember which one.
Cool, cool. Yeah, I'm excited for that. I pre-ordered the collector's edition of it.
I'm a pass.
I know. I like it.
Also, like, it's the whole thing with gutting out content that I don't
Same as
like.
everyone.
I get it's the size issue, man, but like, fuck.
We're about to
Meanwhile, fucking Ark Survival Evolved just being 200 gigs, going lol.
Good luck.
I mean, yeah, but Destiny isn't. I don't know. Destiny's like a hobby. I don't know. It's weird.
I just don't like the idea of like just gutting content, especially if you paid for it. The DLC bit, it's the fact that they're gutting DLC from the fucking game.
I'll put it like this:
If
Destiny
they were gutting,
sucks. I know.
They're also gutting the main campaign, aren't they? The original main campaign.
That shit's been gone, dude.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, what the fuck is the point anymore then?
To be fair, nothing of value is lost with that original main campaign. It sucks.
Fair enough, but it's just the fact that they're doing it.
I mean, yeah, I get it, but
It'd be like if fucking like a GTA Online just suddenly gutted all the fucking deathmatch systems in all the races. Just because they were adding some new heists. Or like if they gutted out the original heist missions, which has been there for 7 fucking years now.
oh my god, dude, it felt like it took 7 years for them to add heist. Do you remember that?
Do you want me to really hit you with a what the fuck pill?
What?
Year and a half.
It was only a year and a half to add heist.
Yep. Less than, actually.
Yeah, and the game kind of died after that, didn't it? Or it just started getting worse.
Yeah, that's arguable, but it definitely didn't die. It's actually what's been keeping the game afloat. That's why it's been taking them so long to fucking pop out GTA 6. Though, I'm gonna be real, the real reason, and I kind of agree with some people who were talking about this, it was actually technical limitations of the fucking last gen. Basically, how do I put this? Fucking asset detail is so much fucking higher end doing a game like GTA. Like, look at what happened with Cyberpunk, right? Imagine, like, Rockstar's usual level of polish and all the fucking systems they add into a game, and imagine it looking as good as Red Dead 2. In a really densely populated city with high-end fucking vehicle models and shit and NPCs.
Yeah.
Like, imagine that running on those last-gen systems.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you think that would run that good?
No.
Like, basically people made a really good point with Red Dead 2. The reason Red Dead 2 worked so good last gen is because most of the areas in that game are not very dense. Like, you have small towns and fucking, like, maybe dozens of NPCs. In something like a next-gen GTA, or even, like, if they had tried to make GTA last gen, they would have had to have tried to pull off, like, at least over 100 NPCs loaded at any time. And in a world as detailed as Rockstar usually makes, like, and again, imagine at the graphical level of Red Dead 2, a GTA game. I'm honestly thinking GTA 6 probably won't be that much more graphically insane than Red Dead 2, but what it will have is, like, at least 10 times the world density. Because it's going to be like a modern urban city, right?
Right.
What do you think?
I have no idea. I don't even know if I want to play Grand Theft Auto 6, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, depends on how good it depends on how good the mechanics of the story are.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's gonna be woke trash though, if I'm being honest, if I tell you the truth.
Yeah, Red Dead 2 is already starting to lean into that shit, and fucking what is it, Sam Houser or Dan Houser? I always forget which one's the writer.
I don't know.
One of them just like runs the company, and the other one actually wrote all the games. I'm trying to remember which one it is, but yeah, basically he left.
Really?
Yeah, after Red Dead 2.
Wow.
Yep.
Yeah.
And Leslie Benzies, the guy who directed GTA 5, left like a year and a half after that came out.
Yeah, that's not good news.
Granted, they still made Red Dead 2 without him, so it's not like impossible for them to still make a good game. But yeah.
I mean, it's not impossible for them to make a good game, but like it's not. You know,
I don't like to deify people. Like, I don't like to act like, oh, there's no chance that there isn't another good fucking writer within Rockstar somehow.
Well,
Like, it's not like Sam Houser wrote every fucking game they made, and most of their games are good. So, like, out of the couple dozen games that Rockstar's made, I can't really think of that many games that are genuinely dog shit.
I mean, you know, like Rockstar has talent, but it's one of those things where it's, you know, I don't know.
Well, the going theory is that they're gonna reveal GTA 6 in the next month or two. We'll see if it actually pans out.
I don't particularly care.
No,
Like I said,
I know. I'm just saying because they basically made an announcement that the game is like in the works, and usually when that happens, we get a game reveal within a month.
You know.
Like they came out and legit just said the next GTA is in active development, so that means it's coming out soon, like within the next year or two. Like by Rockstar standards, when they're willing to actually mention a fucking thing they're working on, that usually means it's coming out soon.
Hold on, I want to ask you something. That I really didn't think Red Dead 2 was that woke.
Not in the main story so much, but they had some side shit.
No,
That was
I didn't really touch the side shit.
fair enough. Like you had a bit of it creeping in, like the like
There aren't any
the
paintings
race
left.
and fucking
Everything's been
the
destroyed.
women voting shit.
And the wand?
Yeah, that was like a historical thing that was happening at the time.
Not in that time period actually.
Oh, really?
They were a couple decades behind in the game.
I was leaving.
Yeah, okay then.
Okay, quick.
They must have been. It's probably because the country's the company's British, and I think that's when it was happening in England.
Juan
Yeah.
likes a good whiskey. Maybe if you
In
give him
that
shit,
around that
he'll
time.
loosen up, so to speak.
I mean, killing.
He's still in the canteen?
I saw him leaving. Seemed to be heading back to the ship, probably to his quarters.
Okay, I'll go there.
And listen, that vodka, Daniel is a big fan.
God, I love hitting the sick
If
drift.
you're planning to drop by, which
This
you
game.
probably aren't. But if you really want to get to know this city, this is the way. Just saying.
Horizon 5 just feels like Horizon 3 but better. If that makes any sense. How do you feel? Hello?
Sorry, I was taking a big leap off one of the higher roofs in the city. I always get weird, like a weird feeling in my chest whenever I start falling like that before the parachute kicks open.
That's called vertigo, Zane.
I don't know, I don't get vertigo in real life. That's the weird part.
Yeah, but that is what that feeling is.
It's like panic. I think it's just a fear of falling.
Yeah, it's like you almost clench your butthole style thing. It's like, ah, fuck, that kind of feeling.
I always thought vertigo was getting dizzy on from heights.
Yeah, but you also kind of get that feeling.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't really get dizzy at all, if I'm being honest. Like I've been punched in the head pretty hard and not gotten dizzy. And shit. Like,
What's interesting, I don't get the dizzy part, but I still get the overwhelming, like, fucking nerves when I'm really high up.
I don't get that in real life. It's just in video games for some reason, and it's only when I'm
That's
falling
weird.
and
It's,
looking down.
it's actually funny. It is exactly the opposite for me. In video games, because it's 2D and I know it's fake, I don't feel shit.
Yeah, in real life, I'm just like, I'm not a bitch, but in video games, I apparently just allow myself the luxury of fear.
Strange. Because, like, with video games, it's like, yeah, I know this isn't real, so whatever, if I die, I die.
The best way
The only
to
time-
challenge a nihilist is to threaten his life.
Okay, but the only time I ever get that vibe is if I actually just miss a jump. And I just get, like, I get that sinking feeling in your gut for, like, a second.
Yeah.
Before I'm like, well, I'm dead.
Yeah, but real shit. Oh, have you seen Smiling Friends?
No, we've had this discussion like a billion times.
Oh,
Is the season over yet?
It is. It all dropped at once. There's only 8 episodes, and it was fantastic.
No, I didn't know.
It was fantastic.
Is it actually made by fucking Oni?
It's made by Zach. It's not made by Oni at all. It's made by, it's not made by fucking Chris O'Neill. It's made by, fucking Psychic Pebbles.
Oh yeah, like they have a similar art style, so that's why.
Yeah, I think you were also just thinking of Hellbenders, which is, Chris O'Neill, Oni, and, Zach's previous show they pitched to Adult Swim. Smiling Face is made by Zach,
Man,
the guy who makes
I'm
Push
really
World.
happy. I'm really happy they finally fucking made it in the pro field though.
Yeah, and it's super big. I'm really hoping fucking dethrones Rick and Morty finally, so I don't have to hear about fucking. I don't have to see any more of that cringe shit.
Oh, so you have come after all.
And you know, Dan Harmon screamed about how he loves cuckoldry.
What do you want from me, Gacho?
What do you mean?
What do you need? Why the
I thought you were jerking off season 4 and 5.
Wait, the one said it's your birthday, so I thought you...
Season 4, I guess. I don't know. It's not even like the show's that bad. The fan base is terrible, and the creators are just the most embarrassing human beings.
Listen, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Lost the bet.
But there tends to be a lot of people in Hollywood. That's kind of why it's kind of hype that these guys got a show now.
Not bad.
Yeah, because they're not cringe.
Is at the bar.
Because they're fucking actual Chads, and unlike what's his name? Fuck, what's the name of that fucking Ego Raptor? That cunt. Unlike Ego Raptor, they didn't fucking sell out and turn into Mega Cooks.
You invited me. Didn't
Yeah,
you want me
Let me get a bottle so you can catch up with us.
here? Ro? Off duty, hmm?
Listen, you know how stressful.
Oh man,
things
I
can be
feel so
sometimes.
bad about those fucking cartoons I used to make. They were so offensive.
They fight a
Fucking
lot to
Ego
get
Raptor.
shit done.
Oh, God.
Oh, I feel you. Trust me.
So, you made it.
Can't believe I ever liked any of the fucking shit he made.
Who won? Is this about some bet?
Yeah, with Daniel.
That's always the
She was
worst,
sure you'd
right?
come. Him, not so much.
So I find it. Can you get to the sense I have to stretch or yawn? Jeez. Well, I don't know. Like, so the Rick and Morty thing, right?
Am I the only... Sorry, can I just say this before you continue? Am I the only one who has a really hard time separating artist from the art?
No, a lot of people are like that. It's pretty easy for me.
It's just
because-
once I know that they're fucking horrible people, like it's hard for me to enjoy it anymore.
I mean, I'm a conservative who's into punk rock. What does that tell you? I can separate the art from the art. It's like, man, I like this song. Too bad the guy who made it's a fucking retard who's wrong about everything.
Because back then they were actually rebelling against something that mattered.
Not in the 90s, let's be honest.
More in the 80s, but yeah.
Yeah, 80s, in the 80s they're based, but like, no effects, it's like, oh, you're a retard.
It's almost as if it mattered to her. It's unusual.
But
Whoa!
Drink. We were
That was a cool spin I just pulled off.
Yeah, okay.
a bunch of losers. Ate it.
yes, I will put it.
Okay, let's do it.
It's where the big antenna on the top of this fucking car makes it look like a remote-controlled car. It's funny.
Personal question about yourself, or you must perform the dare.
Like, it just makes it look like a toy RC
I
car.
don't want to answer the question. I get to pick the dare.
Like this buggy I'm in Horizon.
We decide whether it's a truth or dare. If you don't do as you're told, you drink. So, have you slept with anyone in Villador?
No.
Are you for real?
Maybe the guy has standards. Fall in love first and all that.
It'll be nice to play my fucking PlayStation games again, though. I
Not
miss Spider-Man.
everyone is like you, Ro.
Spider-Man with some good shit.
Okay. Your turn.
Yeah.
I want to hear.
I'm on the last level of Miles Morales, and I just need to go beat
What
it.
do you mean?
I'll drink. Forget about it.
God, man, I just...
Play an
Ugh,
instrument.
the BLM mural makes me
Never
fucking cringe.
mind. I drank.
We are on stream,
Moving
bud.
on.
She used
So?
to play the ukulele.
Really?
Guys, moving
I'm
on.
not talking about, like, I'm talking about the fucking activist
You
group,
play
like,
for
who burned down
and
cities.
I mean, yeah, I
Not
know.
fucking-
dare you
not fucking
ask
like,
Ro to sing.
Hey,
you know, black people.
don't shoot black people, yeah. It is
But, yeah.
Truth. I look at you and I wonder, who were you before all this?
That's the other thing I
Good
fucking hate
call.
with media. It's
We
like you
really
can't have a
didn't hear
fucking
him sing.
you can't have a piece of media with a minority
became
character
a
without
Covenant
actually fucking
Heir's
like making it
peacekeeper.
woke.
A father.
I mean, you can.
No, but I'm saying in today's day and age, like they just don't seem to have the capacity to do it.
I tried to save
I disagree. While it's prevalent, that like
Name a recent piece of media that has a minority character that isn't woke.
I mean, I don't watch most recent media, dude.
Well, there you go.
I mean, what do you want from me? It's like
I'm just saying, man. I miss the '90s and 2000s when you could just have like a black or female lead character and it was pretty cool.
I mean, yeah, it is one of those things where it's not so much woke, it's just fucking partying, man. It's weird. It's like if there's
Yeah, because like that's my other issue with a lot of media. Not everything needs a fucking social message, man.
no, sometimes you can just have a good film. I really
Yeah,
like
but
I really liked
someone seems to get
Nobody.
that memo.
After you escaped from
I
Waltz,
saw that recently. That was a
what
great
did you do?
movie.
What is it?
Nobody. It's like
I
an
did
action
anything
flick.
I had to in order to survive.
From the producers
like what?
of
That's another question. Drink.
No, he's just making you answer the first one.
Who cares what
Yeah.
he asked?
Um,
It started way before that. When I
it's
escaped
by the
from Waltz.
producer of John Wick and the director of Hardcore
Frank
Henry.
helped
It's
me.
pretty fucking good.
Oh, that's
He
baller.
showed me that there's
Oh,
something
yeah, it
else I
is.
can do with all my anger. Back then I thought they were wiped out.
Is it like first person again, like Hardcore Henry, or what is it?
Unfortunately, not.
And that genre needs to blow up more. That was a cool concept.
Yeah, it's one guy doing it, and unfortunately, Hardcore Henry, I think, barely made back its budget or something like that. Like, it wasn't a smash hit, and so
That's usually fucking how it goes with a lot of like innovators. It's not usually the first one in a genre that blows up. It's usually someone who perfects it.
yeah. Honestly, what could be done to help that though is I think they could have just written a better movie. Like, yeah, the
Yeah.
characters are like maybe not even a better movie, just a lot less of a weird movie.
The idea of like point of view fucking filming as a concept is a really cool thing.
Yeah, I like to see the guy who does the Kingsman movie. The Kingsman
But like
movies.
it can work in more genres, just having the main character be
Horror.
the point of the camera.
Horror.
Just anything. Like you can do it.
So I've always had this idea, like if I could make a movie and someone gave me like the budget to do so, I would make a movie from a where it's cutting between different cops' body cameras as they go through at a shift, and they all converge at one call, and it's like there's like some sort of monster demon thing.
But bro, like a lot of genres can work. Imagine like superhero films, like a Superman movie.
I'm kind of convinced there's no good way to make a Superman movie at this point.
What now?
Sorry, I yawned and laughed at the same time. It was weird.
Yeah, I didn't hear what you said. That was the problem.
I think I need a coffee. I'm really getting sleepy. But
Are you streaming at the moment?
yeah, I am.
Okay.
But I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a drink. I'm gonna go get
We'll do it at a
caffeinated beverage. I'll be right back.
Actually, if anything, doing it at the same time makes more sense. So I'm gonna put my thing on mute.
You there? Nope. Alright, he's gone. Cool.
Gajo, here you are. Thank you. Thank you for the vodka. Thank you. Let's drink. For me, you're not the worst.
Why are you finally?
Nah, it just means there are worse assholes. Where's Levan? I saw her with you.
Now we played the game, and I asked the wrong question. About her life after escaping from Waltz.
Gajo, Gajo. Listen, and I'm not telling you this because I like you. I don't even fucking know why I am telling you this. But never ask Levan about her past. You get it? Good.
Alright, so I should say something. So fundamentally, I think God, I don't think a flashlight would brighten up that much, if I'm being honest. If I'm just being honest. Alright, I need to go that way. I'm just being honest.